Hey there, boppers. Let's talk about childbirth. Let's talk about pain. So I'm just like a fucking ray of sunshine this morning. So my first daughter, when I was pregnant with her, I had What to Expect When You're Expecting, which I read cover to cover, backwards and forwards. And then I had What to Expect the First Year. And those are like my Bibles. And then I subscribed to Child Magazine and Parent Magazine. So I read up on a lot of things, and I decided to breastfeed, and I also decided that I wanted to have a natural childbirth without an epidural, because I heard some information that it makes the babies groggy. So I'm like, well, I'll fucking try it out, and then, if it's too much, then I'll just ask for the epidural, right? Well, it doesn't fucking work that like that. Once you say, yeah, I don't want any of that, they don't give it to you. But little did I know that I was going to have the worst possible childbirth experience of back labor. In back labor, instead of having the rest between the contractions, it's just one long contraction, and most of the pain is in your back, in your fucking spine. Oh my God, it's like someone is twisting your spine into a fucking balloon animal shape, just some medieval kind of fucking torture device, maybe. I don't know. I can't fucking describe it. But all I know, I was in the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life, ever. So it was, rough estimate, 8 solid hours of that kind of hard labor. And it was so bad, you go into this weird primal mode because you can't think, because the pain's just too intense. And I literally was screaming. There were a couple others screaming too, not just me. And it was that bad. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. And the nurse said that I will inhibit my dilation if I continue to do that. I'm like, fuck that. I want to get this over with. So I just focus on an object and then breathe, So you go into this primal state of consciousness, almost, where you're in survival mode. And I became delirious at one point, and I was convinced I was going to die. So it's like, there's no fucking way this is normal. This is not normal. I must be dying. My brain's like, it's fuck, something's up. It's not right. So I looked at my daughter's father, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. It's like, no, you're not gonna die. I told the nurse, I'm like, am I gonna die? She's like, no, you're not gonna die. And then at one point, my daughter's father, I was sweating so profusely. I was sweating fucking buckets. And the nurse is like, could you wipe her face? Can you help her at all? Because he's just sitting there watching TV, like fucking useless. So, he did it a few times, fine. And then it seemed like he was resentful that he was given that task. So then he wiped my face pretty rough. And I just looked at him and said really softly, hey, come here. He's like, why? He must so look at my face. I'm fucking serious, man. If he would have came near me, I told him. He said, why? And I said, because I'm going to rip your fucking face right off. He just laughed and sat back down, which infuriated me. So I just sat there glaring at him, I'm like, all right, I'm going to fucking kill you right after I have this baby. I swear to God. I was fucking furious. Like, I'm sitting there in another dimension of fucking pain hell that I can't even fucking describe, you know? And I didn't do this by myself, motherfucker. You know, the least you could do is just fucking be gentle when you wipe the sweat off my face as I'm in fucking agony. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Everything, you know, went well with that birth, and she scored a 9 on the APGAR score, which is really good, if you know anything about that. And so did my other daughter. She scored a 9 as well. Yeah. So I took good care of myself during my pregnancies. And this can all be proven. But these people, they want to paint me as irresponsible or weak, you know? So I figure you might as well know the backstory. Since they're trying to tell my story, I'm forced to tell it, right? If I don't tell it, they're going to tell it. So yeah, there you go. The fucking pain, man. That was, oh my God. That is you know, looking back though, in retrospect, I wouldn't do it again. Fuck no, not for anything. Go through that kind of pain. I would do it for her again, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't do that for any kind of money or anything like that. But looking back in retrospect, I'm glad that I had that experience, because I mean, I endured some fucking, that's some of the worst pain a human being can experience is back labor, childbirth. And just the level, just the type of consciousness it puts you in is something that's completely unique and to you, you know? Because like I said, you can't be in your thoughts. You have to focus. This puts you in a sort of meditative state, you know, with this pain element also, which adds something to that in a spiritual sense, you know, and then the whole childbirth thing as well, the spiritual aspect of that experience. That's pretty intense. So yeah, that's that.